Let's move on to the International New York Times. And, you know, it's not new for big companies to swallow promising small ones. But here we have Facebook eyeing a company called Little Eye Labs based in Bangalore. What's behind this strategic acquisition?
I'll tell you why this is important. It sort of relates to the earlier story as well. The search for global talent, the DNA that entrepreneurs have is getting earlier and earlier. Facebook is acquiring a company here in India which has only got about 10 staff. But they're paying about $15 million for it. It's their first acquisition in India. The reason this is important, I talked about the search for talent earlier and earlier. Again, I've just come back from India with UK Trade and Investment. They have this government program called the Global Entrepreneur Program where we're looking for talent from around the world, early stage companies like this. So the search for talent isn't just by companies like Facebook, it's like governments like the UK government as well. And as I say, it's getting earlier and earlier because talent is so rare. It's not just capital, Chinese capital, that's rare, but entrepreneurial talent's rare. We need to get it into countries like Britain as quickly as possible where it can flourish. That's what's big about this story. It's part of not a new trend, actually. It's been going on for a while. It's just that because Facebook have made the acquisition that it's hit the news.
I mean, this company will probably move lock, stock and barrel, won't it, to California from Bangalore. I mean, do you think other similar companies in India are thinking, hey, maybe we're going to get on the radar now?
I can tell you exactly what similar companies are thinking because, like I say, each month I'm out there with the Global Entrepreneur Program. We've been bringing companies of this size to the UK, to places like Tech City and all around the United Kingdom because they want to be, just like the Chinese want to invest here, the entrepreneurial town wants to be in Western economies because the ease of doing business is so much easier.
But very quickly, sorry, I know we want to move on, but what's being done to find entrepreneurs in our own backyard, as it were?
Oh, that's easier to find because we know where they are. They're here as well. It's entirely happening. When you look at something like startup loans, led by James Khan, and the amount that they're funding entrepreneurs, British companies. But don't forget, when these companies come over from abroad, they're British companies that we're incorporating here. They are becoming British companies. So they are us as well.
But Alpesh, before we leave this story, what you said, isn't it also a reminder, I mean, what this story is a reminder that there is a lot of talent in developing countries, in places like India, especially when it comes to IT, engineering. They're producing big numbers, and eventually it's in the interest of countries in Europe, the United States,
and they're catalyzed to grow and go global from places which have infrastructure like the United Kingdom. And that's the flip side of it, that we often forget how much asset and resource we have, not just because of high-speed rail links and that kind of infrastructure, but bottom line, the ease of doing business.